require. Correct. 3 points to Hufflepuff.
Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, I just got done watching Fantastic Beasts, Secrets of Dumbledore. This is a movie that literally I had no desire to see after seeing the second movie. And, in hell, it wasn't even just that. Even if the second movie was good, the trailers that we've gotten for Secrets of Dumbledore have not impressed me, have not made me want to go watch the movie. But I figured, it just released on HBO Max. And on top of that, on top of even like all the crap of the second one not being good and the trailer's not doing it for me for this movie, it was also to go with all the crazy shit Ezra Miller has been doing lately. But, I figured to myself, scratch that, you know what I mean? It's like other people did this movie. I have nothing else to watch right now. I might as well go watch it. And I'm gonna be honest, the movie was not good. Besides the fact of the person that plays, Newt Scamander, he does a great job, that actor, on top of, the actress that plays Quinny, on top of course, the actor that plays Jacob, and of course, of Jude Law that plays, Dumbledore. They all do a great job, the cast, all around. Even people I didn't mention did a great job. I'm a little annoyed that, I think her name is Tina, if I'm correct. She plays Quinny's, I think, older sister. I'm a little annoyed that she didn't show up until the end of this movie. She only was in 2 scenes. The end of the movie where Jacob and Quinny get married, which I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that was a little too soon after the events of the last film of Jacob pretty much thinking that she was crazy and wanted nothing to do with her, to Jacob missing her all this time, and her going over to Grindelwald's side. And I just felt like it was too soon for her to be like, oh, I made a mistake, oh, this, that. I kind of wished it would have been in the next movie. I don't know why. I just felt like it was really quick. I don't really know the time frame of how long, she's been with Grindelwald. I don't know how long, since the events after the last film when she went with Grindelwald, Quinny. I'm not quite sure. But, we start off this movie very, abrupt in the point of we see Newt Scamander, I guess he's in the woods, and this ancient creature is hatching an egg. I guess a creature that's very rare and is very worshipped in the wizarding world. And we have of course we have Ezra Miller's character, Credence, and pretty much he ends up killing the mother that laid this ancient this ancient creature, and which was very unsettling that we started off the movie with the main villain, one of the main villains pretty much killing a creature and then chasing Newt throughout the woods, and then pretty much I thought he was dead when he got hit. I thought he was dead because literally he was bleeding at one point when he did fall in the water. He was bleeding, so I thought he was dying, or if not dead already. And then the moment where his creatures are in his bag come out and they realize that he's hurt. And, they already took the baby egg. They, the baby hatched, but they already took the baby, left the mother to die after Credence killed it. And pretty much, they go off to give the creature to Grindelwald, and pretty much Newt's on the ground. His creatures know that he's hurt. He ends up being, flown off to go, be saved, but from what it seems like. But then we cut to him being okay. The next time we see him, he's okay. He's with his brother. And apparently, Dumbledore has this plan to stop Grindelwald from using this creature, because I guess this creature, depicts on who will become the next person in charge of the wizarding world. I guess, this one creature is so rare, it can see inside of you how good your soul is, and how good you are trustworthy wise, and how pure you are. So I guess Grindelwald wanted to kill this creature to pretty much I guess bewitch it or whatever, and I guess pretty much make it so he becomes the leader of the wizarding world. I just felt they really should have had a warning that was going to happen in the beginning of the movie, because I just was not there for it. And I was like, geez, it was so hard to see that. On top of, seeing him kill the baby Grindelwald, I was like, wow, bro, they gave no warning going into this movie, and it's like shit. I feel like there could have been a better way to do it, and I just felt like it didn't help the story out in any way it just felt very not good, the story of he did that, but yeah, he doesn't know. I guess this creature's very rare, that this creature has babies, and I guess, I guess they didn't know that there was another egg, and it was twins that this one creature had. And it was kind of like, okay, like, so the goal is that Dumbledore wants to get this other, the creature that isn't pretty much bewitched, take it to the place, so that way they can show that, Grindelwald is lying and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, but like, I just didn't understand how, like, we got into this situation, how it feels like this feels so small to me, that I was like, I'm just not liking this. I'm just not feeling this movie. Of course, there was a couple of cool scenes. The cool scene is when, they're playing, they all have to carry Newt's briefcase around, pretty much trying to trick everybody out so they don't find the twin, creature. You know what I mean? Or, so they don't find the twin creature. So that way they can, pretty much, they can, show everybody that, Grindelwald, bewitched that creature, and the creature is dead, and, he made it to the benefit of himself, so it benefits him, and him winning the election of becoming the new, Wizarding World, like mayor, essentially. So it's kind of like, that was a really cool moment when, a whole bunch of pastries fall out that, like, fly and duplicate, out of the briefcase, along with, all the school supplies from Hogwarts, along with, I love when the school supplies from Hogwarts, we get, of course, the bludger, and of course we get the golden snitch, which was hilarious to see the bludger just hit everybody. I just thought that was hilarious to me. But I mean, I just really didn't start getting good until at that moment where all that stuff started coming out. And of course, when I get to see again, I think her name is, Tina, again, if I'm correct, Quinny's older sister, like, it didn't get good until then. And it just annoyed me that they didn't have her as one of the main key components in the movie. You think she would be a part of Newt's, new team, that Dumbledore, put together. You think she would want to be involved because her sister is with Grindelwald, but she wasn't involved. Apparently she had other important things to do, and I'm like, really? You have more important things than your sister, with a mass murderer, and you're not concerned about that? And it's like they build it up where it's like, we thought we were going to be with our original members, with, Jacob, Newt, and, and Tina, all trying to go, and also Dumbledore, all trying to go stop Quinny, along with the new members, because I thought the new members were really cool that they added, of course, Newt's brother, and, a whole bunch of other people that they added a part of, the crew that Newt put together for Dumbledore to do this, assignment. So it's like, I wouldn't mind that, but I think the fact that Tina wasn't in it as much kind of made me not like this movie even more, along with the fact of I'm still pissed at them, at the fact that, they took out Johnny Depp, and they, of course, they put Mads Mikkelsen in. Again, no shade to Mads Mikkelsen. I love the dude. He's awesome. He killed it in the first Doctor Strange as, I forget what his name is, as Caecilius. He killed it as Caecilius. He kills it in a lot of the roles that he does, especially in the Daniel Craig James Bond film. I think it was Quantum of Solace. Yeah, it was Quantum of Solace. He killed him in that. But it's like, I that really rubbed me the wrong way that, again, they did Johnny dirty as fuck, this franchise. And, that just really bummed me out that, somebody else did that role, even though that role was kind of his by the end of the first film. I do feel bad, that everything that's been going on with Johnny, and with the whole Amber Heard shit. You know what I mean? So I'm really hoping he gets to make a bounce back, you know what I mean, after all that crap. But I'm just, I just didn't really feel this movie, if I'm being honest. And I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this movie. I liked the first one a lot more. I thought they really had something special, especially, after people thought, what now? How can they continue after, after, the masterpiece films of Harry Potter? Like, how do you, like, especially because people were concerned, like, how do you do this? Like, do the Harry Potter franchise without, Daniel Radcliffe and the original gang? Like, how do you do the rest of the, how do you make us intrigued to come back to the Wizarding World? But they really had something special with the first film, but anything after that, it's just went, You know what I mean? That the second movie left a bad taste in my mouth, and it's kind of like this movie. I mean, the ending kind of makes me want to come back, just in the hope if like that's even if there will be another one. But the next one makes me want to come back only for the reason I want to see I want to see Newt and I want to see Tina get together and either get married or start dating, because I love their chemistry and I just think they're such a perfect couple and I want them to date so bad. So that's the only reason I'm willing to come back for the next movie. But I'm really curious to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Like, did you guys like this movie? On top of also, like, apparently, Credence was dying in this movie, which kind of makes me think, like, really, you're killing off one of your main, like, villains, henchmen. Like, really? I was like, I feel like it's a little too soon. I feel like maybe this could have been the last movie plot line where, like, he's dying now and you realize what he did was wrong. It's like, really, we only have, like, what, the last movie and this movie, and somehow he knows now that he kind of realizes that he did stuff wrong. It's kind of like, I don't like that. I feel like it was too rushed. I feel like if you were gonna make this I think a 5-movie franchise, I feel like you should have done it in the last film. But I bet you they thought most likely they weren't going to get greenlit for a 4th film. Not quite sure if it will get greenlit for a 4th film, but I'm curious to know that if, like, by the fact of what the streaming revenue will be, since it's now on HBO Max, what the streaming, like how much like this makes on streams, let alone how much it made in the theaters, to see if it will even get greenlit for a 4th film. But let me know down in the comments below yet again what you guys thought about this movie. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys like the first movie way more than these other 2 movies? Or did you not like the first movie and you like the other ones better? Or do you guys think that or let me know if you guys like all of them. I'm really curious to know down in the comments below what you guys think about this franchise of Fantastic Beasts movies. Do you guys want a 4th film? Let me know. Did you guys like this story? Did you guys think that Tina should have been in a lot more, because it would have made more sense because her sister Quinny was so involved with Grindelwald? I felt like you kind of had to have her as one of the main characters in this movie, but you kind of like put her in the back. You know what I mean? So, like, and made her not like you pretty much made her not in the movie at all until the last sequence of the movie. Let me know about that down in the comments below. But yeah, yet again, guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put on those notifications, like this video. I'd love to have you guys here, part of the fam, part of the channel. A lot about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. And guys, we're yet again almost to 600 subscribers. Right now, we're at 525, almost to 600. I would really appreciate it, guys, if you guys subscribe to the channel, put on those notifications, and like this video so we can get to 600 before the end of June. My initial goal is to get to 1,000 before the end of this year, and I know we can do that, again, with your support. But guys, that was the video. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.